Okay, student, let us start the part 2 of parabola topic today. Um, we are going to cover all these topics today in this lecture, and we'll also going to take the chapter which we were supposed to do yesterday, but we'll be taking it right up today in this particular video, that is intersection of line and parabola, or the condition of tangency, that you can say. So in fact, you can see that there are so many topics that we have to do, but they are very small topics. They are not in great depth that we have to do. So for example, tangent and its equation and point of intersection, angle between tangents. So I will not be doing a pair of tangents over here. We'll just use a question to understand that if we do not even know the formula, then also how to apply angle between tangents for any colleague, in this particular case parabola. Then we'll try and find two questions which are based on common tangents. Then chord of contact, a question on chord of contact. So especially if I talk about these last four categories, so they are all question categories. So in fact, you will find questions which I'll be taking for these, because these are not concepts, these are short tricks. Okay, so we'll be covering them in this particular lecture, and we'll take them via the medium of a particular question. Okay, so the major portion of this parabola was covered yesterday, apart from I guess these two topics which are also very important. And as I already stated yesterday, that the difficulty level is not asked on a very high scale, so be relaxed. The video is self sufficient, उससे ज़्यादा करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. I guess it would be much more if you are doing more topics apart from what I have taught in the video. So then it would be outside the scope of JEE Mains, right? Let's start the topics. Okay, so this topic is intersection of line and parabola, right? So these are the three cases which are possible for a line and a parabola if it is given to you. So this is the first case, right? It denotes when the line and parabola does not intersect. This is the second case, when they intersect at one point, or at this particular stage it becomes a tangent, right? And the third case is when the line cuts the parabola in 2 points. So then this line will become chord of parabola, right? No intersection here, and tangent and chord. So here intersections are 0, here point of intersection is 1, here point of intersection is 2, right? Now how do you determine whether which case is among the two conditions that are given to you? So for example, if the line is given to be y equal to mx plus c, and let's take the standard parabola y square equal to 4ax. So these two things are given, and you need to find a condition which will help you determine these three particular cases. So how do you solve this? So just solve it as if you are solving linear equation in two variables. Put the value of y from the straight line over here. So what this will become, let's see, it will be mx plus c, right, whole square is equal to 4ax. And if you solve this, what it should become, let's see, m square x square plus 2mc x plus c square is equal to 4ax, right? And if I take it everything on the left hand side, so what you people will get is something of this sort: 2mc minus 4a x plus c square equal to 0, right? Now this is quadratic in terms of x. What is this? This is quadratic in x. So it could have two roots, one root and 0 root. Getting hold of what I'm talking about? Can you correlate with this? So if this quadratic has two roots, right? If I write, say, let's say 2 roots, so then this is the case. 2 roots, in fact I should rather say 2 distinct roots, right? If quadratic, because quadratic always has 2 roots, irrespective of whether they are real or imaginary. So quadratic has 2 distinct roots, then it will be a chord. It has one root. One root kab hota hai? Can you tell me when the one root is there? Yes, one root is when d is equal to 0. When the roots are real but they are equal. And 0 root, when this is possible? When d is less than 0. So now if you can find the d for this, you can very well tell me which case is this particular case. So for this particular question, d would be 2mc minus 4a whole square minus 4m square c square, right? This would be the value of d. Now for conditions you can just apply. So if you want to check for this particular condition, you have to check for d less than 0. For this you will have to check for d equal to 0, and for this you will have to check for d greater than 0, right? This is how you actually solve an intersection of line and a parabola, and this general method is valid for every conic. In fact, you can similarly find intersection of line and circle, line and ellipse, and line and hyperbola. This is how we actually solve, by forming quadratic in terms of x. So what will be the complete value of d? Just let us solve this particular value over here. So this becomes 4 mc minus 2a square minus 4 m square c square. 4 can be taken common, and if you open the bracket, m square c square will get cancelled out. You will be left with 4a square minus 4 mc a, right? This is what you will be left out. Okay, so this is the value of d, or in fact again I can take 4 common, so this becomes a square minus acm, right? Got it? So if this value is greater than 0, let's say if this value comes out to be greater than 0, so that means it will be a chord. If it becomes equal to 0, this implies that this line will be tangent to this particular parabola, and if it less than 0, then means there is no intersection, right? There is no intersection. So now you can easily tell me which case is this if you are given the values of a, c and m. Okay, let's move ahead and talk about what will happen when we want to talk about only tangent, right? So that is the topic we have to cover, that is condition of tangency. So what is the value of d? D we have got as 16 a square minus acm. For tangency we know that root should be only one, and the quadratic can have only one visible root when d is equal to 0. So if you substitute this as equal to 0, what you will get? You will get a square minus acm is equal to 0, right? Or if you say it is a minus cm equal to 0. So what you can also say here is that what is the value of c? So this implies c is equal to a by m, and this is known as condition of tangency. See, I have also written it here. So this is called condition of tangency. इसको कैसे याद करना है? That if y is equal to mx plus c and y square equal to 4ax is given to you, right? Then for this line to be tangent to this particular parabola, the condition is c is equal to a by m, right? In this particular case, what is given to you is slope is given, slope of tangent, right? This is given to you, then only you can use m, and a, that is from the parabola. So then if a and m are given, then you can find a value of c which will make the line tangent to this particular parabola. Also the point where this line touches the parabola, let's say this P point, this is called point of contact. This is known as point of contact, and its root coordinates then become a by m square comma 2a by m. I have already written on the screen, but I am just writing so that you can actually remember. So this becomes a by m square comma 2a by m. You need not even solve for it, right? Though this is also very easy to find. How do I have found out this is, let's see. So हमारे पास quadratic बनी थी, right? Do you remember we have got a quadratic? उसमें quadratic में equal roots कब होते हैं? Equal roots की value क्या होती है? Can you tell me? What is the value of equal roots? Yes, minus b by 2 है, क्योंकि d तो उसमें क्या हो जाता है? 0. So let's just go back and revise what was the quadratic that we were having. So quadratic, this was the quadratic that you people were getting, right? So what is the value that you will get of minus b by a? So this is the value that you will get obtain. This is the value of b. This is the value of a, right? Just check it from here. This is the quadratic equation. I will highlight the quadratic equation for you. This is the quadratic equation that I am using, right? This minus b by a will become this particular quantity, right? So if this is minus b by a, just miss this part. Okay, so then what is the value then? So this becomes 4a minus 2 mc, I have included the minus sign, divided by 2m square, or I can say 2a minus mc by m square. Okay, and you also know now this is a tangent, so c is, for d equal to 0, what you are getting, c is equal to a by m. Just put it over here. So what you will get, if you put c's value as a by m, right? And you already have denominator m square here. So can you see you will get simply a by m square, right? So this is the value of x that you will get. So x comes out to be a by m square. So for y, what you will do? You will just substitute this value in the equation of parabola, because they lie on the parabola also, right? So from here you will get the value of y as 2a by m, and hence the point of contact. So this is how you find point of contact. Okay. Let's apply this in a particular question. The question says that prove that the line this will touch the parabola this if this is the condition. So the line that is given to you is Lx plus my plus n equal to 0, right? And you want that this line should touch the parabola. So for touching, we know that the condition should be c is equal to a by m. But note that this c is equal to a by m was when you have parabola y square equal to 4ax form and y is equal to mx plus c form. So keep in mind that the line should be written in this particular format. So first of all, arrange this particular line over here in the format of y equal to mx plus c. So can I say that this would be can be written like this, and y is equal to minus L by m x minus n by m, right? Now if you compare this particular line with your y equal to mx plus c line, right? If you compare this by y equal to mx plus c, so what is the m dash, or let's say if I say m dash here, so what is the m dash is minus L by m. Why I am taking m dash? Because m is there already in the question, and the value of c will become minus n by m, and parabola already is in the standard form. So the condition should be that c should be equal to a by not m but m dash. Why? Because the line that you have taken contains m dash, right? So now just substitute the value to get the particular answer. So for example, if I say the c is nothing but minus n by m, right? And a is a only in the question. And what is the value of m dash? This is the particular value of m dash that you will have to use now. So this is minus L by m. See, just solve it. If you just multiply it over here, it becomes what? NL by m square equal to a, or I can say this implies NL is equal to am square, and this is the answer we are looking for. Just check, right? So these kind of problems are very easy, which are based on condition of tangency. Just keep in mind that the condition of tangency is valid only when the parabola is in this form and the line is in the slope form, right? Okay, now the next problem says, though, show that y equal to mx plus c touches the parabola y square equal to 4a into x plus a if this is the new value of c. So now again the problem is that y equal to mx plus c. So the line is in the formula form, or you can say in standard form, and the parabola now that is given to you is not the regular standard parabola, right? It is given as something of x plus a. Remember? So हमारा जल्दबाजी में तरीका क्या होता है करने का, हमें याद क्या है, पहली बात सबसे पहले याद होना चाहिए कि जो हमारा फॉर्मूला है that is valid for when these are the things, and we know that the formula is c is equal to a by m, right? This is the condition. So if this is the condition, then the value of c comes out to be a by m. But now we have to prove that c is equal to am plus a by m. And why? Because the parabola has changed this time round. In the earlier question, the line was different. Now here parabola is different. So now your target is, if you want to say the target is to reduce parabola in the standard form. Reduce parabola to the form of y square equal to 4ax, so that we can apply the formula. How we are going to do this? Let's see. So the parabola that is given to you is y square equal to 4a x plus a, sorry. Now you remember something we did, reduction in terms of parabola, right? The topic. So if I say that let's substitute for the timing capital X as x plus a, and let y be capital Y for some time. So then this parabola, what I can say about the parabola? Parabola will become y square equal to 4a into capital X. So what is the difference here? Here, now your coordinate axis, right? This is something we can say shifting of axis has been done. So here coordinate axes are capital X and capital Y, whereas here they were small x and small y, right? This is the difference. But this parabola is acceptable, but your line is now still in the form of small x and small y. So now you need to change the axis of your line also. So here the axis of line have to be again capital X and capital Y, because the axis has to be same, na? You cannot have a diagram in capital X and capital Y axis and another line in another axis. All right. So you have to do this substitution again here also. So how you are going to do this substitution? So can I say small x is capital X minus a and y is capital Y? If I replace this in the equation of line, so then the line equation will become capital Y is equal to m into capital X minus a plus c, or you can say capital Y is equal to m capital X plus c minus am, right? So this is now the equation of line that I am going to use, and this is the equation of parabola now that I am going to use. Now these two are in the standard form. Now these two are to be used, and just if you compare that this is whether in the form of y equal to mx plus c, yes, now it is in the form of y plus c. Only difference is that the c nu or the c dash is c minus am, right? So the formula again will be same, that c is equal to a by m. The only difference being that we'll use c nu this time, right? A remains same and we'll use the value of m. So this particular answer now becomes c minus am. So now because this is playing the role of constant, right? Y equal to mx plus c may, this is the constant, right? C minus am. This is nothing but equal to a by m, and if you solve this, you definitely get your answer, right? Check here, right? So this is the answer. So now we have to find condition of tangency when the parabolas are the remaining three shapes of the parabola. Remember that we did shape of parabola, and there are four standard parabolas. So the major one is being y square equal to 4ax, right? This is we know as rightward parabola. There is leftward parabola, which I have written over here. This is upward parabola and this is downward parabola. How to find condition when the parabola is just changing leftward, rightward, upward, downward, right? So let's take the first case when y is equal to minus 4ax is there and y is equal to mx plus c. Line remains same in this particular component. So how do you find condition of tangency here? Okay, for this we know that if the line was y equal to mx plus c and the parabola was y square equal to 4x, these are the two conditions, right? That the c is equal to should be a by m and the point of contact becomes a by m square comma 2a by m. Okay, so for as a formula, what you just need to remember is that here c is nothing but minus a by m, and the point of contact will become minus a by m square comma minus 2a by m. Just replace m minus everywhere. That is the only condition that you people have to use. How you can remember this is, though this is only a way of remembering, it is not a proper proof that I am telling you. So here minus can be taken with a. So wherever a is there, put a negative sign, right? This is just a process of remembering. You can do this on your own by solving them and making them quadratic, right? And finding d equal to 0. This is the shortcut that I'm telling you. So the c nu will be, condition will be satisfied by minus a by m. And why the point of contacts will be negative? This is very obvious now, because it's a leftward parabola. So for leftward parabola, all the points will obviously lie on the negative side of x-axis. Okay. Now the other thing is, let's say when the parabola has completely changed. So that is x square equal to 4ay. And now see, I have changed the equation of line as well. I have written x equal to my plus c. Very important. So now if you compare them with your original condition and the parabola. So original parabola was y square equal to 4ax and line was y equal to mx plus c. So for this, what we have done, that c is equal to a by m, and the point of contact was a by m square comma 2a by m. But now in this particular case, what I have done, I have swapped x and y. I have swapped x and y. So here, does this condition has any x, any y? No. So the condition still remains unchanged. So for this particular case, c is equal to a by m. But since I have swapped x and y from both the equations, point of contact will get swapped, because this x will now become y and y will become x. This is how you can actually remember this. So this is the condition. But remember here, I have taken line now as this particular case, my plus c, not y equal to mx plus c. Now the line is of the form x is equal to my plus c. So for example, if I have to take a question for with you people, so that let's say x square is equal to 4ay is there and y is equal to mx plus c is there, right? And you are asked to find condition of tangency for this line and this parabola. So what you will do, you will try and reduce this line in this particular format, right? So I can write as mx is equal to y minus c, right? And this will become x is equal to y by m minus c by m, right? So here, if you compare these two now the value of m is, yes, now m nu will be taken part. M nu is 1 by m and c nu is nothing but minus c by m, right? Now if you try and put the value of c is equal to a by m, so obviously you will have to use the c nu value and the m nu value. So just put these values, what you will get, let's see. So this is minus c by m is equal to a upon 1 by m, right? Clear? And if you solve this, you will get c is equal to minus am square. Very important result, because this is sometimes asked in the paper itself, right? And you can also remember this as a formula if you want to, that if this is the parabola and this is the equation of tangent, then the condition will be c equal to minus am square. Okay, but I'll prefer using something like this because this is very easy to remember. So now easily, very quickly, you can tell me what will happen to this particular case. The only difference now in this and the second one is that minus has been put up, right? So the condition will become what? Yes, minus everywhere. Wherever it is a, you will put a minus sign, and the point of contact will become minus 2a by m comma minus a by m square. Got it? So this is how you can find condition of tangency when three different parabolas, which is leftward, upward and downward, are also there. So now can you tell me what will be the condition when something of this sort is given? Now I have also changed y and I have also changed x here, right? So just do the transformation. So let's replace capital Y by y minus k, capital X by x minus h, right? So this parabola will become capital Y square equal to 4a capital X, but we cannot leave the line in small y and small x. So we also convert this particular line over here in capital X and capital Y. So this will become capital Y plus k is equal to m times capital X plus h plus c. Now if I see this as y equal to mx plus c, so this is y, mx, c will be c plus mh, and this k will also come here, minus k. So this actually is your c nu now. This is your m, this is your a. So if I were to say what is the condition of c, then you will say c plus mh minus k is equal to a by m. So this is the condition of tangency in this particular case, right? This is how you find. Got it? Let me convert another one for you people. So for this again we'll do what? Y is equal to y minus k. Quickly let's do this. So x is equal to x minus h, right? So again the equation of line would be similar to this. Capital Y is equal to mx plus c plus mh minus k, right? And the parabola would be something of this sort, right? So the condition of tangency is, since there is negative sign, so what you will do, c plus mh minus k is equal to, yes, now minus a by m would be there. So this is the condition that you will solve here. Coming to this particular one, here again you will do that capital X is equal to x minus h and capital Y is equal to y minus k. This reduces to x square is equal to 4a. Sorry, this should be capital Y, not small y, right? Let me correct it. And similarly, we'll change the equation of line also. So this will become what? See, this will be capital X plus h is equal to m times capital Y plus k plus c. Now since this is a parabola which is x square is equal to 4ay, so you also need the line in the form of x is equal to my plus c. So I have to maintain that stuff here. So this becomes my plus what? Mk plus c minus h. So this is your c nu now. So then the condition still remains what? C is equal to a by m. So the answer is mk plus c minus h is equal to a by m. Got it? And for the fourth one, you can just obviously say that by oral method that this would become what? Mk plus c minus h is equal to minus a by m. Very easily, right? I hope the concept is clear how I am changing the axis. So this actually concept is called shifting of axis. Whatever you are doing is actually you're shifting the axis. So this property comes under shifting of axis. Why? Because earlier your axes were small x and small y. Now you are making them capital X and capital Y, right? This is how you actually have to convert and find condition of tangency. So I hope I have taken all the possible cases that could be asked in your exams and the basic questions. Don't worry, you will not be asked much more than this. Now talking about equation of tangent, how do we find equation of tangent? So the parabola that I'm considering is y square equal to 4ax. So the first that we have to do equation of tangent is in the point form. So the equation of tangent to the parabola at point x1 y1. So this first of all x1 y1 lies on parabola. Very important that you have to remember. This lies on parabola. This is not an outside point, right? So this lies on the parabola. So then the equation becomes y1 is equal to 2a times x plus x1, right? The easier method to remember this is, let me show it to you. So y square is equal to 4ax, and this trick is something similar to what I taught you in the circles. So how you will get y square? By doing y into y. So replace 1y with y1, right? 4a can be obtained, or 4x can be obtained as what? 2x plus 2x. Just now put 1 as x1. So if you see, this becomes y1 is equal to 2a x plus x1. As simple as that. So this is the equation of tangent in point form. Very important. And the most important aspect is that this point lies on parabola. You have to remember this. I'll tell you why I'm focusing on this a lot. The next is the parametric point, or the parametric form that we will use parametric point. So parametric point on a parabola is 80 square comma 280, right? Now you know what is the point form. Just substitute the parametric coordinates over here. So this, let's see, this becomes y is equal to 280 is equal to 2a into x plus 80 square. Can you see? Simply it gets 2a gets converted, we get yt is equal to x plus 80 square. This is what is written over here. Ty is equal to x plus 80 square, right? You can remember this also. Sometimes this becomes very simple to solve the questions. And this is third is the slope form, which we have already did, right? This is the slope form of the tangent, mostly used. This is the most important stuff for you people, right? That is why we focus so much on condition of tangency. So if y square is equal to 4ax is there, right? And the line y is equal to mx plus c is there. So you know that c will come out to be a by m. This is called condition of tangency. Just substitute the value of c over here to get this particular answer, right? So you have to remember these three forms of equation of tangent. Another important property that you people have to do in terms of equation of tangent, as per say the J mains, is point of intersection of tangent. So for example, I draw a tangent at t1 here, parametric coordinate, and t2 here, right? By t1 I can mean a t1 square comma 2a t1, t2 a t2 square comma 2a t2. So the point of intersection of the tangents is nothing but very important. You just have to remember this: a t1 t2 comma 2a t1 plus t2, right? Something of very similar to here they are multiplied, here they are added, right? Very simple to remember. How do you solve this? I can just give you a hint. So the equation at t1, right? Equation of tangent at t1 can be written as y t1 is equal to x plus a t1 square, and equation of tangent at t2 can be written as y t2 plus x a t2 square, right? Can you say this is linear equation in two variables? And now you can easily solve. If you subtract them, what you will get? See, y minus this a into t1 square minus t2 square, and simply I can say y comes out to be what? A t1 plus t2. That's it. That's simple, right? Please mind it that this 2 will not be there. So this is a correction, right? So this 2 will not be here. So a t1 t2 into a t1 plus t2. So this is the formula that you people have to remember, and I have also made sure that how you calculate it is also clear to you. So you have to remember this particular formula, very important stuff. Okay, let's apply them in question straight away. It says show that the tangents at the extremities of any focal chord of a parabola intersect at right angles at the director. So first of all, I would say this is a formula that you have to remember. So this question itself is a formula, right? So how do you remember this is, remember that we did director circle in when we were studying circles also. So what is director circle? What is director circle? So director circle is a locus of point, right, from which perpendicular tangents are drawn, drawn to the conic, right? This is the equation, definition of director circle. In fact, what you have to remember, director circle for parabola is equal to directrix of parabola. Very important formula. Let me just prove it to you. Let's start with the question, and then we'll prove it in the midway. So it says show that the tangent at the extremities of any focal chord of a parabola intersect at. So let's say I take 2 points, T1 and T2, and they are given to be extremities of focal chord. The chord passing through P and Q, that is PQ, is a focal chord. So for focal chord, what is the property? We know that. Can you tell me what is the relation between T1 and T2? So very importantly, T1 and T2 is equal to -1, right? This is the property of focal chord. This we already know. Now equation of tangent at this particular point is y T1 is equal to x plus a T1 T2, and for the other one you can say this will be right. So these two are the equation of tangent if we were to write, and we want to show that the tangent at the extremities of the focal chord of the parabola intersect at, so we need their point of intersection, right? We need their point of intersection. So then even why is the need to write this particular equations? We already know the formula, that is a t1 t2 comma a t1 plus t2. This is the formula that we already know. Now if you know that this is the formula and also t1 t2 is minus 1, so this becomes minus a comma a t1 plus t2, right? What is the abscissa of the point of intersection? It is equal to minus a, right? And what is the equation of directrix? What is the equation of directrix, by? Tell me. Yes. So equation of directrix is x is equal to minus a, which is a vertical line, right? So what do you mean by vertical line? Vertical line is a line where the abscissas are all same. So that means this particular point that is written over here lies on x equal to minus a line, and x equal to minus a line is nothing but your directrix, hence proved. So if it is given that at the extremities of a focal chord you have drawn two tangents, then first of all they are going to intersect at directrix, right? You can see it from the diagram that I have drawn here. This is the sort of diagram. So this is the directrix that is there, right? The other thing that we want to prove is that they also intersect at right angles, right? We also want to prove this special property. So if this is the equation of the tangents, right, can you tell me here, let me just remove some stuff. Yes, so what will be the slope of line 1 if I have to say line 1 and line 2? So these are the tangents. You want to prove that they are perpendicular also, right? So L1, so m of L1 is what? Can you tell me? 1 by T1. Why? Let us just write it like this. You will easily understand. Now got it? Now if I say what is the slope of L2, so you can simply say 1 by T2. Just product them. What is m of L1 into m of L2? So m of L1 into m of L2 is 1 by T1 T2, and what is T1 T2? Their product is minus 1. Hence we can say L1 is perpendicular to L2. So the other part of the question is also proved, that the if you draw the tangents at the extremities of a focal chord. So focal chord का क्या मतलब था कि PQ जो है ये line, this passes through focus, right? And if you draw tangents to this, they will be what? They will be perpendicular, and also they will meet at where, which point? At the point of intersection will lie on directrix. Very important result, right? The more important result is that you have to remember is that director circle of parabola is directrix of the parabola. So what do you mean by director circle? I am repeating that the point of intersection of two perpendicular tangents is known as director circle. So that means whenever there are two perpendicular tangents drawn to a parabola, they will intersect on directrix. That means the abscissa of point of intersection will always be equal to minus a. Okay, now let us take another problem which says find the slope of the tangent lines drawn from 3, 8 to the parabola. So parabola is something of this sort now, right? And the point that is given is 3, 8, right? So what we can do is, we know that equation of tangent at a point is, can you tell me what it will be? Here 4ax को क्या करते थे हम? 2ax में कन्वर्ट करते थे, याद करो. तो ये कितना हो जाना चाहिए? 6 आधा करके x प्लस x1. गेट इट, राइट? सो अब देखें इसमें क्या करेंगे. आप y1 की वैल्यू पुट करो. 8y इज इक्वल टू माइनस 6x प्लस 3, और स्लोप आ गई भाई. अब आपके पास ये क्या बन गया? 8y प्लस 6x प्लस 18 इज इक्वल टू 0. Easily slope can be said to be minus 6 by 18, or it is minus 1 by 3. So this should be the answer. But this answer is wrong. Why this answer is wrong? Because हमने ये जो करा था y1 is equal to 2a x plus x1, इसमें स्पेशल कंडीशन क्या बोली थी कि x1 y1 लाइज ऑन पैराबोला. मैंने हाईलाइट कर करके बोला था उस समय ये बात. तो आपने चेक करा क्या 3, 8 with respect to the parabola, whether it lies on the parabola or not? Very easily you can see this will not satisfy this. So that means 3, 8 right, does not lie on parabola. This does not lie on the parabola. So that means you cannot use the equation of tangent over here. जितना आसानी से आपने यहाँ equation of tangent use कर दिया वो गलत तरीका है. We cannot actually use it here. So how to proceed then? Let's take, we know that y is equal to, for any line y equal to mx plus c, right? And if this is the y square equal to minus 12x, right? So what is a here? A is 3, right? So what is the condition of tangency when the parabola is y square equal to minus 4x and c is equal, y is equal to mx plus c? Can you tell me? Yes, c is minus a by m. So what will be the value of c here? Our a is here minus 3 by m should be there. So I can replace this value of c here. So for any particular tangent which has to be tangent to this specified parabola, it must be written in this format, right? And now we know that 3 comma 8 does lie on this line also. It lies on the tangent, so it should satisfy. Now put this value here, right? So it will give you 3m minus 3 by m. And if you make this particular quantity, let's see what you will get. So you get 3m square, right, minus 8m minus 3 is equal to 0. And if you try and solve this particular quadratic over here, you can see that it could be done by easily middle term splitting. I will not get into the detail of this now, right? So this becomes what, 3m plus 1, right, into m minus 3, right? So here actually you are getting two particular answer, that is m is equal to minus 1 by 3 and m is equal to 3. So the answer to this particular problems are 2, not 1, right? So answer is C. Got it? So this is how you have to solve. First of all, check whether the point this lies on the parabola or not, and then proceed. Directly do not apply the formula. Never ever, right? Keep that in mind. Okay, so now the topic that I am taking is angle between tangents. So it is not a topic. I am not going to teach you pair of tangents here, believe me, right? So this is actually out of scope of this revision module, right? So pair of tangents we are not going to do. Pair of tangents we are not going to apply. In fact, we are going to just solve this particular problem by using equation of tangent. Let's study the equation first. Tangents are drawn from the point minus 2 comma minus 1 to the parabola. If angle alpha is the angle between these tangents, then you have to find tangent of that particular angle. So again, as we did in the previous problem, minus 2 comma minus 1 and the parabola is y square equal to 4x, right? So tangent are drawn from the point to this parabola. So first of all, check whether this point lies on this parabola or not. It does not, right? Does not, I can say it does not lie on parabola. Okay. So we cannot directly apply equation of tangent here. That's the problem. Okay. Also, so that means this is an external point, because only from the external point you can draw tangent, right? And you can also check the external, whether it's an external point or not, by doing SP greater than 0, right? Okay. So if this is an external point, again, a formula that you can remember is that from an external point, a maximum of 2 tangents can be drawn to the parabola. 2 tangents, a maximum of 2 tangents that can be drawn to a parabola. So actually, if this is an external point, so that means you should get 2 values of slope. From an external point, you can draw 2 tangents, right? So you should get how many values of m? 2, and that is the reason they will make angle between them. That is why the question is being asked. So let's say we start. Just before that, we know that a is equal to m. So if I take any line y equal to mx plus c, for this to be tangent to this particular parabola, it should be y is equal to mx plus c is a by m. A is 1, so this should be 1 by m. So this reduces to this. And now this point should satisfy this equation, right? Why? Because this passes through this. So it becomes minus 1 is equal to minus 2 m plus, and if you see correctly, it will now become a quadratic, that is 2m square minus m minus 1 equal to 0, right? Here from this you can either find two values of m. So this is very simple quadratic. So if you solve this, you will get two values of m, right? So what are the two values of m that you are going to get? Okay, 2m square minus 2m. Yeah. So what you will actually get by solving these two is m is equal to 1 or m is equal to minus 1 by 2. These are the two values that you will obtain if you solve this. Now you wanted the angle between the tangents, right? And you know the slope. The question is over. So we know that tan theta is nothing but modulus of m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2, right? Just put the values and find the answer. That's it. So tan of theta is nothing but 1 minus of minus 1 by 2. So this becomes positive, and this is 1 minus 1 by 2. So if you check out, this completely reduces to 3. So tan theta is nothing but 3. That is our option A. Over. Right? Clear? Okay, now let us take the problem on common tangent. So it says find the common tangent to the parabola x square equal to 4ay and x square equal to 4ax. So this is rightward parabola and this is upward parabola. So this is actually x square equal to 4ay and this is y square equal to 4ax, and this is if the common tangent. This is the diagram for this particular question. So this is the common tangent, right? So a line which is common and is tangent. Common tangent का क्या मतलब? A line which is common and as well as tangent to both the parabolas. So if you see both the parabolas, first of all, can you tell me where a very obvious point of intersection? इसका भी vertex origin है, इसका भी vertex origin है. So obviously they will intersect at 0, 0. We know this fact. This is why I have drawn something like this. So this point over here, this is 0, 0. Okay. So now let us start with this. If a line is to be tangent to this, then it could be written as y is equal to mx plus what? C को क्या लिख सकते हैं? Yes, a by m, right? Now can you tell me the condition of tangency for x square is equal to 4ay? उसके लिए कंडीशन ऑफ टेंजेंसी के लिए क्या करते थे हम? x इज इक्वल टू एम वाई प्लस सी लिखते थे, और अब कंडीशन ऑफ टेंजेंसी क्या हो जाती थी इसमें? c इज इक्वल टू a बाई एम. तो हमारा नेक्स्ट टारगेट क्या होना चाहिए? आवर नेक्स्ट टारगेट शुड बी टू रिड्यूस दिस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ x इज इक्वल टू एम वाई प्लस सी. So if I do something of this sort here, let's see what I will get. It says mx is equal to y minus a by m, right? And if I divide by m, it will be something of this sort, right? So here I can say now the role of m is being played by, so m new, role of m is being played by 1 by m, not m, and the role of c, or you can say the c new, is being played by minus a by m square, right? Now if I apply condition of tangency for this parabola and this line over here, right? So the condition of tangency will become minus a by m square is equal to, a is still a, right? You can see here. So a upon 1 by m, and if you try and solve this, this becomes what? Minus 1 is equal to m cube, and cubes always give you finite answers, right? So m cube is equal to minus 1. So it has only one real root, which is minus 1. Remaining two are imaginary. We are talking this real. So m is equal to minus 1. Now you have got the value of minus 1. You just need to put it in here. That's it. Question over. So if you put the value of m is equal to minus 1 here, what is the answer then? Y is equal to minus x minus a. So this is the required common tangent. That's it. That's it how you solve common tangent between two parabolas, right? Very standard problem. Should not be asked in JEE Mains because it is that standard. Every teacher teaches this, every institute teaches this, every book has this problem. But very important to understand, if there is some twist in the question, you will be able to do this. So how twist can be introduced? That they will not give you x square equal to 4ay. They might give you x square equal to minus 4ay or x square equal to 8x. They will give you a finite value of a, right? This is how, but you have to apply logic in these questions. So for common tangent, now let's take common tangent with between circle and a parabola. So now you are given that there is a circle x square plus y square equal to 2 and there is a parabola y square equal to 8x, right? So this is how it has been drawn on the coordinate axis. And this blue line here, this blue line is nothing but this is your common tangent, right? And as you can see, there could be another common tangent in this half also. Since I have drawn on the only on the above portion of x-axis, it could also be below x-axis. So actually there would be two common tangents, as we can see from the diagram. But now our target is to find it, and let's see how we are going to find it. So what is the condition of tangency that we know for parabola? First of all, a is 2, and if I have to write any tangent, then it will be y is equal to mx plus what? It will become 2 by m, a by m, right? So now this is, let's say I have assumed this is my equation of tangent, right? This is my equation of tangent. Now for this to get complete, I just need to know the value of m, right? And now this is also tangent to your circle x square plus y square equal to 2. That is also the condition. So what is the condition of tangency for circle? Or in other way, you can say that distance from the point of tangency and the center, this should be what? R. That is very easy now. Let's see, if I transform this into a proper equation of circle, proper ax plus by form, so it will become what? M square x minus my plus 2 equal to 0. This is the equation. Now you need to find the distance of this line from 0, 0, because the center of this circle is 0, 0. And what is the radius? Radius is nothing but root 2. X square plus y square equal to a square. So distance of the point C from this line should be equal to radius. So what it will become? 2 upon under root of m square raised to power square. So that becomes m raised to power 4 plus m square, right, is equal to root 2. Got it? And if I square, so this will become what? 4 is equal to 2 times m square plus m raised to power 4 plus 1. Or I can say m raised to power 4 plus m square minus 2 is equal to 0. And if you try solve, don't get too much puzzled about, sir, how to solve biquadratic. Very simple. If you are puzzled about biquadratic, let me do one thing for you. Let us assume m square equal to 2e for some time. So it becomes t square plus t minus 2 equal to 0. Now though you can easily solve. This becomes t square plus 2t minus t minus 2 equal to 0. So this will get factorized in two answers. T plus 2 into t minus 1 equal to 0. And this says that t is having two values, minus 2 and 1. But t was what? M square. So m square will be either minus 2 or m square will be equal to 1. Obviously, as I was writing, this seems absurd. So this is not a invalid stuff. M square cannot be negative for real numbers, right? It is invalid. So if I solve this, m is equal to nothing but plus minus 1. So that means आपका आंसर आ गया. आपको अब सिर्फ करना क्या है? You just need to put the value of m here, the equation of tangent. And since you are getting two values of m, as we discussed in the start itself, that you should get two common tangents, this is the proof that you will get two common tangents. So what is the equation then? Y is equal to, if I put m is equal to, let's say 1, so it will become y is equal to x plus 2, and if I put y equal to minus 1, then it will be y is equal to minus x minus 2. So these are the two answers that are required in this particular question. I hope the question is clear. So we have taken two kind of categories of common tangent. One common tangent with parabola, and the other is parabola and circle. The next concept that we need to do is the equation of chord of contact. So what do you mean by chord of contact? As it was similar in terms of circles, but I'll still repeat. So if I say, if from external point P, x1 comma y1, so if this P is like this, right? You draw two tangents, that is T1 and T2, to the given parabola, right? So then they will intersect, let's say, at this A and B points, right? You have drawn PA and PB, let's say. Okay, so this A and B, if you join them, then AB is known as, yes, AB is equal to chord of contact. This is the logic, first of all. Similar to what we did in circles. Same, exactly same. That is why I say that if you are very much comfortable with circles, this chapter would seem to be very much easy for you people. So what is the equation of AB then? So equation of AB is nothing but y1 is equal to 2ax plus x1, right? If you notice, this is very much similar to, I can say this is very much similar to equation of tangent. Equation of tangent भी यही होता था. But remember, important, that here in the terms of tangent, x1 y1 lies on parabola, whereas in this case x1 y1 lies outside the parabola. So if x1 y1 lies outside the parabola, then y1 is equal to 2ax plus x1 will represent chord of contact. If it lies on the parabola, then it will represent equation of tangent. You have to be very clear about this first of all. Okay, and if I have to find area of triangle found by the tangents drawn from x1 and y1 and their chord of contact, so that means I am asking for this particular area, right? Triangle PAB, right? So you can just remember the formula. We are not going into the proof, otherwise we'll be going out of scope again. So this is the formula that you should actually remember. Remember, P is nothing but the external point from where the two tangents are drawn. This is very easy to remember because 1 by 2a, and you just need to put this point in the equation of parabola, right? You just need to put it in the equation of parabola, power 3 by 2. That's it. So this is the area of triangle which is shaded in the particular case. Let's apply them in a particular problem. I am not going into the depth of this concept. This concept can be asked very trickily, but I'm just taking this so that I can make you sure that a kind of pattern can be solved in the exam. What kind of pattern? I'll just teach you in the question. Okay, so this is the question. So the question says that tangents are drawn to the point of intersection of the line, this, and the parabola. So it is not straightforwardly given now, and you need to find the point of intersection of these tangents. Let me just go through the question once again. Tangents are drawn to the point of intersection of the line, this, and parabola. So if I take my previous diagram, so this was A and B, right? And in the previous cases, this was used to be given, right? Now the question has changed. It says a line that is AB. So the given line, so this particular line that we are talking about, so AB is actually serving as this given line. 7y minus 4x is equal to 10. Now this is given to you this time round. Other way. So in a way, chord of contact is given to you this time. Chord of contact is given now. Rather, finding it, we have been given chord of contact. Then find point of intersection of the tangents. So in fact, which was earlier given to you, the point from which tangents are drawn. Now this is the target. You need to find this. This is the target. This P point over here, right? So अगर हम उसको assume कर लें कि वो x1 y1 ही है, let's assume this in point of intersection be x1 y1 itself. Then what will be the equation of AB? Equation of AB when P is nothing but x1 y1, क्या हो जाएगा? वो हो जाएगा y1 is equal to 2a x plus x1 होती है equation of chord. What is the value of a? Since the parabola is y square equal to only 4x, a is 1, so this reduces to y1 is equal to 2 times x plus x1, right? This is the equation of chord of contact, that is equation of AB. But in the question also you were given the equation of AB. So these two should be same. This one and this one should be exactly similar lines or same lines. So how do you solve two lines which are actually same or coincident in a way? So coincident कैसे हो जाती हैं वो देखो. मैंने इसको लिखा 7y minus 4x माइनस 10 इक्वल टू 0, और आप इस वाली को भी ऐसे ही लिख लो, y1 minus 2x minus 2x1 equal to 0. So now these two lines are actually same. They are coincident because both of them represent chord of contact. So अगर दो lines coincident हो, coincident बोलो या same बोलो, तो क्या होता है भाई, कैसे solve करते हैं उसे? That means their ratio of their coefficient should be same. So यहाँ पर y का क्या है, देखो, y 7 by y1 should be equal to minus 4 by minus 2 should be equal to, this becomes minus 10 by minus 2 x1, राइट. सारे कोफिशिएंट्स को कंपेयर कर लिया. तो यहां से अगर आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हो, सिर्फ इन दो को सॉल्व करो तो y की वैल्यू आ गई सिंपली. y कितना आ गया भाई, y1 देन बिकम्स 7 by 2, राइट. एंड देन व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ x1. x1 के लिए सिर्फ आप इन दोनों को सॉल्व कर लो. तो x1 की वैल्यू कितनी आ रही है, x1 बिकम्स, टेल मी, ये 2 उधर जाएगा, कितना हो जाएगा, तो दिस बिकम्स 4 by 10, और आई कैन से 2 by 5. okay, oh sorry, this is nothing, this is reverse, this is 1 by x, so x1 will be 5 by 2. So you now have got your point of contact. So point of contact is nothing but point of intersection of tangent is 5 by 2 comma 7 by 2. This is how you solve questions based on chord of contact. Up till this level, the JEE Mains level can ask these kind of questions because at the first it looks like a problem of tangent. यहाँ कहीं भी देखने से नहीं लगता कि ये chord of contact का क्वेश्चन है, but actual में this was a question of chord of contact. And people who are wondering that why at institutes we teach very difficult concept is such, it is because of these kind of questions. कहीं mention नहीं है, but अगर आपको chord of contact पता है तो ये क्वेश्चन बहुत आसान बन जाएगा. Okay. Okay, now let us take a very simple topic which is nearest point, and in fact it is not a concept, it's just a question. It's a 1-minute problem. It says the point on the y square equal to 4ax nearest to the focus has its abscissa equal to. So you need to find the abscissa of a point which is closest to focus, right? So parabola that is given is y square equal to 4ax, right? इसका फोकस क्या है, a, 0. You need a point P whose distance from focus is smallest or minimum, right? This is what is required. So P का distance from focus, that is SP. SP क्या होता है, focal distance of a point from focus, right? And if I talk about y square equal to 4ax, what is the focal distance? Let's say अगर मैं point P को ले लेता हूँ x1 y1, so focal distance SP is nothing but a plus x1. It is only written in terms of its abscissa. This we did in the first class of parabola. So SP is equal to a plus x1. So focal distance is a plus x1, and you want to minimize this particular quantity now, right? You want to minimize this, but we have no clue how to proceed from this step. Now here, if you just think of parametric coordinates, then the question becomes very, very simple. So parametric coordinate की अगर हम बात करें, तो what is the parametric coordinate on a parabola? 80 square comma 280, right? And if we apply SP here, SP होता क्या है, a plus x1, तो x1 यहाँ पर क्या हो गया, 80 square. Now you need SP minimum, that is the minimum value of SP. वो कब होगी, इसका मतलब आपको चाहिए minimum value of a plus 80 square. Now notice what is the variable here. A is not a variable, A is given in the question, so A is a fixed quantity, A is constant, right? The only variable here is T is variable. So जैसे जैसे T की वैल्यू चेंज करोगे वैसे वैसे यहाँ पर इस A plus 80 square की भी वैल्यू चेंज होगी. What is the minimum value of a square number? T square. T square is always positive, so it will always add to the value of A. So the minimum value is only possible when this is 0. So that means when T is equal to 0, this distance will become A, and that is actually the minimum distance, right? That's it. This is how you have to solve. So just put T equal to 0. So what will be the point then? If we put T equal to 0, that point becomes 0 comma 0, or in fact it is origin, or in fact it is your vertex. So vertex is the point on the parabola which is closest to the focus. Very important result, right? So the answer to this problem was our vertex. So the abscissa is nothing but 0. Another special case of parabola is equal parabolas. So let us understand the formula first. What do you mean by equal parabolas, right? So for when we say that two parabolas are equal, so for equal parabolas, the condition is length of LR should be same. Length of LR be same, so then we will say they are equal parabolas. So this is the condition of equal parabolas. Let's see how we apply them in this problem. And this is something very difficult problem here. It says y square is equal to lambda x is the first parabola, which is a very simple parabola, right? This is the first parabola. Length of LR. LR की length कितनी होती है भाई? It is equal to 4a. So here 4a is nothing but lambda, right? The value of 4a is nothing but lambda. But for the second particular expression that is given to you, at the upfront it does not seems like that this is a equation of parabola, because इसमें तो बहुत बड़ी terms हैं और हर चीज की term है, right? Something of this sort is given. Okay, now start doing something like this. Can I say this is, I can shift 25 here, right? I just shifted 25 here. Now can you see this is something of the sort we did in the very first topic of the parabola, that this is nothing but distance of a point from focus, SP square, is equal to distance of the point from, sorry, not S, or rather I should say distance of the point from the directrix square. That is, this is the basic condition of conic, जिसमें हमने पढ़ा था बेसिक कंडीशन ऑफ कोनिक टॉपिक के अंदर, जिसमें, और ये है भी क्या, देखो पैराबोला क्यों, इसमें सेंट्रिसिटी कितनी आ रही है, E is 1. So if I talk about that this is the directrix क्या लाइन हो गई, 3x minus 4y minus 2 is equal to 0. तो ये क्या बन जाएगा पोर्शन, pk square, and this portion becomes sp square. Why I can say this? Because distance of a point x comma y from this line would be what, modulus 3x minus 4y minus 2 divided by under root 3 square plus 4 square, which is 5. अगर आप उसका स्क्वायर करोगे देखो नीचे क्या आ रहा है 25. So it is something arranged in the form of sp square is equal to pk square. This also tells you that this is a equation of parabola with focus as, what is the focus, 3 comma 2, these 2 points, sorry, 3 comma minus 2, and directrix, what is the equation of directrix, this is 3x minus 4y minus 2 equal to 0. Now this is now the second parabola, but about the second parabola this is still very confusing. We do not know how to find latus rectum when directrix is a inclined line. We do not need to learn any other formula for inclined also, right? Can you tell me a property of parabola by just drawing the parabola? Let me help you in this. So अगर हम बात करें अपने स्टैंडर्ड पैराबोला को लेके, सो मान लो ये पैराबोला था मेरा और ये मेरी थी इसकी डायरेक्ट्रिक्स, राइट? ओके, दिस इज द फोकस. कैन यू टेल मी द वैल्यू ऑफ एसएम? एसएम कितना होगा? दैट इज डिस्टेंस ऑफ एस फ्रॉम द डायरेक्ट्रिक्स. यही हुआ, मतलब ये अगर डायरेक्ट्रिक्स है तो डिस्टेंस ऑफ एस फ्रॉम डायरेक्ट्रिक्स इज व्हाट, 2a. क्यों? ये लाइन क्या थी, x इक्वल टू माइनस ए, ये पॉइंट क्या था, a कॉमा 0. सो ये डिस्टेंस भी a हुआ, ये डिस्टेंस भी a हुआ, तो टोटल कितना हुआ 2a. और आई कैन से LR बाई 2. गॉट इट? LR कितना होता है 4a, तो दिस बिकम्स LR बाई 2, राइट? सो दैट मीन्स व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड हियर इज टू फाइंड डिस्टेंस. आपको चाहिए क्या? डिस्टेंस ऑफ फोकस from directrix. This is what you require. और उसका then we'll do half, which will give us length of latus rectum. So what is the distance? Let's say d ले लेता हूं उसको, तो d की वैल्यू क्या आएगी, आप पुट करना शुरू करो, दिस बिकम्स 9 प्लस 8 माइनस 2, राइट, डिवाइडेड बाय 5, distance of this point from this line. Got it? So this becomes what? 15 by 5, which is nothing but 3. And this D is nothing but what? LR by 2. So that means for LR, so for LR of this particular parabola, you have to double this. So LR of this becomes 2 into 3, which is 6. और आपसे बोला गया था आपको इक्वल करना है पैराबोलास को. So for parabolas to be equal there, what I told you just, that their LR should be equal, LR1 should be equal to LR2. LR1 is lambda. This as you just have calculated 6. So this is the answer we are looking for. Lambda should be equal to 6. This is how you solve questions based on equal parabolas. Just remember, for equal parabolas, the condition that we have is that their length of LR will be same. And I have also made sure that you understand how to solve complicated questions. जैसा ये दे रखा है ना कि बड़ा अजीब सा दे रखा है कुछ, how to find any property using basic structure. So आप notice करो हमने यहाँ basic structure से सारा काम कर डाला, right? So you do not have to get nervous in the exam when these kind of questions are asked. They're actually very simple. So now we are going to do the orthogonality, how in parabola, how we are going to use orthogonality, but there is no condition of orthogonality in parabola as it was in case of circles. So it says the circle x square plus y square minus 2x minus 6y plus 2 and the parabola y square equal to 8x, they intersect orthogonally. So what do you mean by orthogonal? Orthogonal का क्या मतलब है भाई? They intersect at an angle of 90 degree. That is what is mean by orthogonal. Orthogonal की condition और क्या है, ये हमने AOD में भी पढ़ा है, that if you have curves which are intersecting, for example this is the diagram, they intersect let's say at P. So for orthogonal, how do you check? Draw tangents at their point of intersection. Draw tangents, right, at point of intersection. और उस point of intersection पे जो tangents है, angle between them is known as angle between the curve, right? Angle between tangents. So now angle between tangents is nothing but angle between curve is equal to angle between curve. This is the logic, right? Angle between curves. अब ये देखें कि इसको कैसे यूज करा जाएगा. अब नोटिस करो ऑर्थोगोनल का मतलब क्या हुआ? एंगल बिटवीन कर्व्स, दैट इंप्लाइज थीटा इज इक्वल टू 90 डिग्री. दैट इंप्लाइज टेंजेंट्स आर perpendicular. Tangents are perpendicular to each other. Now let's come into the diagram. Okay, so for the timing I have zoomed in the figure. ठीक है, वो देखो कैसे. अब अगर मुझे दिखाना है आपको, they are at 90 degree, right? So these two lines, blue line and the red line, they are at 90 degree, right? Okay, so अगर ये वाली लाइन जो मैंने ये बनाई है, ठीक है, so blue line is actually what? This blue line is tangent to circle. ये किसका है? सर्कल का है, राइट? तो जो ये रेड वाली लाइन है, ये जो पैराबोला वाली लाइन है, ठीक है, ये इसके परपेंडिकुलर होगी. तो ये देखा जाए, दिस P will then be perpendicular to this tangent. And what is perpendicular to the tangent? Normal. And where does the normal of the circle passes through? तो ये जो रेड लाइन है, ये क्या बन जाएगी? नॉर्मल टू सर्कल, बिकॉज दे आर टेंजेंट्स, परपेंडिकुलर टेंजेंट्स, राइट? एंड व्हाट इज नॉर्मल टू दी सर्कल? उसकी क्या प्रॉपर्टी होती है? व्हाट इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ नॉर्मल टू दी सर्कल देन? यस, सो द नॉर्मल टू दी सर्कल, नॉर्मल ऑफ सर्कल passes through, yes, they passes through origin. So this is the property that you have to use in this particular question, and then the question will become over. So how do we have to use, solve this? So for this means that this implies tangent of parabola becomes normal to circle, hence passes through center, hence passes through center of circle, right? जो मैंने यहाँ ओरिजिन लिखा है, नॉर्मल ऑफ द सर्कल पासेस थ्रू, दिस वाज फॉर स्टैंडर्ड सर्कल, राइट, एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर इक्वल टू आर स्क्वायर। अब पर वो ओरिजिन केस में नहीं लिखना चाहिए, वो लिखना क्या चाहिए था, सेंटर। सो दिस मीन्स नॉर्मल पासेस थ्रू सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कल, इट बिकम्स नॉर्मल, टेंजेंट बिकम्स नॉर्मल एंड देन इट पासेस थ्रू सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कल। सो बस अब क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो गया। देखें कैसे। सो फॉर वाई स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 8x, टेंजेंट वुड बी, बताओ ए की वैल्यू कितनी हो गई इसमें, a is 2, so y is equal to mx plus a by m, that is 2 by m, right? This passes through center of the circle. So what is the center of the circle? ये जो सर्कल सेंटर दिया हुआ है इसका सेंटर क्या होगा, c. So c कितना आ गया, 1,3, right? So center is nothing but 1,3, which should satisfy this. तो क्या बन जाएगा बताओ आगे। So this will reduce to 3 is equal to m plus 2 by m, and which is nothing but quadratic in terms of m. This is m square minus 3m plus 2 equal to 0, and this will give you two values of m as m is equal to 1 or m is equal to 2. So these two values means there are two such tangents which will be perpendicular to each other, right? So you need to find equation of tangent to the parabola. So what is the answer then? So बस अब तो आपको m की वैल्यू पुट करनी है। तो एक आंसर क्या आया, फर्स्ट आंसर इज y इज इक्वल टू m की वैल्यू क्या कर दो, यहाँ पर 1 पुट कर दो। तो ये सॉरी, दिस इज जस्ट x plus 2, and the second answer that you will get is y is equal to 2x plus 1. That's it. Now people who are thinking why we are getting 2, because we just have calculated for one particular point of intersection. See here, there is another point of intersection here, right? So for that you will get another equation. We have already calculated that in advance, right? So this is how you solve orthogonality in parabola in conjunction with circle. So this concept is again shortest distance and very important, right? Shortest distance is a formula. You have to remember this is a formula, right? So what is the formula? I will tell you. So shortest distance between a line and a curve. So this is a line and this is a curve, right? So shortest distance between a line and a curve कैसे निकलता है? ऐसी एक tangent बनाओ, tangent to the curve which is parallel to your given line. ठीक है, तो टेंजेंट बनानी है। टेंजेंट ऑब्वियसली किस बनेगी, एट अ पॉइंट, टेंजेंट एट अ पॉइंट टू दी कर्व। सो जो ये आपके पास पॉइंट आएगा जिसपे वो टेंजेंट पैरेलल बनेगी इस पर्टिकुलर लाइन पे, यहां से आपको मिलता है शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस. दिस विल गिव यू द पॉइंट फ्रॉम वेयर यू विल गेट द शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस. राइट, अप्लाई करना सिखाता हूं, क्वेश्चन में कैसे अप्लाई करोगे. सो पैराबोला इज वाई स्क्वायर इक्वल टू एक्स and this is y minus x is equal to 1. And I'll try to teach something of AOD also, because this question is not of parabola. Actually this topic is of AOD, shortest distance. What is the slope of this line? Slope of this line is 1. How can you find slope of tangent to any point on this line? Just differentiate, right? So this is 2y dy by dx equal to 1. So dy by dx is equal to 1 by 2y. So let's say at x1 y1 it becomes equal to 1 by 2y1. We need such a point where tangent is parallel to given line. That means slope of this particular tangent should be equal to 1. So let's equate this equal to 1. So what is the value of y1 that you will get? y1 is nothing but 1 by 2. So at a point whose ordinate is 1 by 2, the tangent will be parallel to this line that is given, right? Okay. And what will be, you can easily calculate the x1 here. x1 is nothing but y1 square. So this is 1 by 4. So the point is 1 by 4 comma 1 by 2. So from this particular point you will get the shortest distance. This is the concept. Okay, so now you just need to find distance of this point from this particular line. So line क्या है आपकी, y minus x minus 1 equal to 0, or I can say x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Find distance of the point from this particular line. So d की वैल्यू क्या आ रही है देखो, 1/4 minus 1/2 plus 1 modulus divided by root 2, right? And if you calculate this, what you will get? So if you calculate, this is 3/4 root 2, and this is the shortest distance between this curve and the line. So d minimum is nothing but 3/4 root 2. This is how you solve. This is the concept. This is the answer we were looking for in this particular question. Actually, this problem is basically based on your AOD, but since it is having parabola here, I thought I just cover it here, because people used to think that this is a parabola problem, but this is not a parabola problem. Believe me on this. This is an application of derivatives problem. Okay. So by this we come to the end of this particular topic. I hope the lectures were clear to you, the part 1 also and the today's topic also, and you do not need to do more than what I have taught you in the videos. Whatever you would be doing would be extra. This would not be required at the JEE Mains level, and the time that you people have, it's more than sufficient, believe me. Alright, I'll be mailing you the worksheets of yesterday combined with today's lecture, so it will have only one worksheet for 2 days, and you can also go in and solve exemplar. So as per the demand of some of the students, I will also be mailing you the exemplar. Okay, so just do the exemplar, basic questions, and the questions that have been done in the video. I guess that would be more than enough for covering parabola. Alright, that's it. So what I'll do, I'll also will be mailing you today a feedback. Please provide the feedback that how you are liking the videos. It had been a time that we have taken a feedback, so you will get a feedback form. Just fill it. Let's see how you people are liking that video. Okay, see you tomorrow with a new chapter. Keep learning.